What's the
I would say it's more like 6:38, Greg.
6:38, done. The chair's in the house. Everybody's here.
You can run the meeting, you're there.
I feel honored, almost. All right, first order of business is to approve the minutes from the meeting on November 16th. Do I hear a motion?
So move.
I second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Carrie Ann, awesome.
Thank you.
Next is signatures. We've got, Carrie Ann's already done this. I think that's her signature.
That is her signature.
I'm putting my signature down. And Bill, I guess you're coming in to do yours?
I'm going to be in the office tomorrow starting around 9:15 or 9:30.
God bless you. And now we have bills payable, Hampshire County Registry of Deeds, and postage. Do you need me to hand this stuff to you?
Oh. You could
Or
keep
what
it.
are you doing over there?
I'm doing stuff.
I like it when they see me on. Somebody watched me on television giving you a hard time.
Did someone say something?
Yes, what are you doing giving her a hard time? I said, that's what she needs.
Is that what I need?
And, wait a minute, I gave you the minutes too.
No.
The agenda. Give it back, give it back. Come on, come on, right there.
No.
Give me the agenda.
This is mine.
See, this is what I'm talking
This
about,
is mine.
Alex.
Bull.
Do you want to see it on TV that you're being insubordinate and that I have to do the disciplinary thing? It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty.
It's over there.
We're live on YouTube too.
Oh man.
Okay, motor vehicle excise abatements for $2,389.08.
If you say so, because now I don't have an agenda to look at, so.
Because the printer got tired.
I printed two.
Oh my God.
Look
Then
at
the
is
other
that
one
it?
must be
Is
over
that
there.
it? Oh.
No.
Oh, was that the value one, Nicole?
What was that?
The abatement application for $2,389, was that for the value?
Yeah, the
Oh.
RMV screwed up.
Yep.
So it's crazy. They had listed it, I think, at I don't know, like 200,000 or 274,000. And well, actually, Greg has it. I can tell you exactly what it was. Let me see. So, and that's not even for a full year. They originally said the valuation was 271,000, and then it got reduced to 173.
Okay.
So you know, just $100,000 difference. Poor guy.
That's what happens when you have a.
And he got billed twice. One from South Hadley, one from Granby. And guess
Sweet.
who's the first one to fix it?
Oh wow.
Granby.
Wow. You're throwing South Hadley under the bus.
He was like, I already paid it. I'm like, no. You owe it to Granby. You can abate it from South Hadley, though.
Did Missy catch it?
No. Why would she catch it? It only gets brought to your attention if someone abates it.
Okay.
But I think they're busy over there.
I have 4 warning commitments.
Well, 2, but
2 and doubled.
one for the accountant, one for the collector.
Right. 2020 levy number 6 of $13,287.82, and 2020 levy number 6A for $125.06. Signed.
That is correct.
Review, discussion, updates, and communications. Does anybody have any comment on the ATV hearing tomorrow?
Nope, not. Nicole, do did you provide the phone number for them, the office, so that we can do Zoom there?
I brought in the laptop, so
Okay, so we're gonna do it on that, we're gonna do it on that laptop.
yep. And I just had the guy from Boston send me the link today too.
Okay, and what time are you gonna be there tomorrow?
I will be here at 9 o'clock.
Okay, I won't be there at 9, but I'll be there by 9:15 or 9:30 at the latest, and I anticipate seeing Roy there at 9:30.
Okay. Yeah, I talked to him today.
And you have all the copies of all the paperwork that was sent in.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
So Roy's coming in to do the meeting as well?
Yes, Roy's going to be with me, and we're going to do the meeting from the office at Town Hall.
Oh, okay, good.
It might be possible that I'm going to join you, but I'm not sure yet.
Oh.
If you can, that'd be fine.
Just to watch.
Mary Ann, have these before?
I have never done an ATV hearing, no.
Okay. I knew you didn't when you were in Granby. I didn't know if you have been since you've been to East Long Meadow.
No.
Okay.
All right. Now we have the budget report for November,
I don't
3
think
months.
that, I gotta
September
copy that.
through December. And I don't see anything outstanding. Do you?
No, it's actually perfect. I checked them all.
Oh,
Did
see.
Carrie Ann and I get copies of that?
I attached
I
it.
did get a copy of it.
You did.
It's in
Yeah.
PDF form.
You went into the office? Is that how you got it?
No,
No.
on an email. It's right next to the agenda. It's a PDF.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go back and look for it then. Thank you.
Nicole says it's perfect.
It is perfect.
Okay, that's fine.
Next up
I
is-
just found it. Thank you.
Okay. Next up is building permits. I cannot do building permits this week, but I fully intend to go out next week.
Well, Greg, I have a question about them.
Go
I
ahead.
guess I would like you, Carrie Ann, to make comment about this. Do you think it's appropriate that we do building permits in the status that we're in terms of the COVID-19? What's East Long Meadow doing?
We don't do our permits until after January 1st.
Okay. Do you know if they're going to be doing them after January 1st?
Well, they usually go out on, well, we have a consultant that does it, so they usually go out in May or June because they do not supplementals. They are a 653 community where we can pick up new growths through June 30th.
Yes, on a quarterly basis.
Right. Well, through June 30th.
Yes.
So they usually don't go out on building permits until April, May.
Until it's nice weather.
So
They're spoiled.
So is the town of Granby allowed to do the same, or do
I
they?
think if anything, what you could do is maybe ask the Board of Health their opinion on visiting properties right now,
Okay.
and see if it's something that they think is okay to do, or if it's something that we should hold off on a little bit longer.
So but my question is, like, does it have to be done before January 1st or no?
Well, with Granby, everything is as of January 1st, so it's, what is there as of January 1.
Okay.
But due to the pandemic, the Board of Health,
Yep.
seeing they're very involved in this town and what is being done, I think, maybe reaching out to them to see what their opinion would be as far as visiting properties at this time.
Okay.
Bill, Greg, do you agree, or?
That's a fair point.
I think it's an excellent point.
I'm afraid of what they're going to say.
Hey, you got two
Well, I'm
agendas
not
over there?
afraid.
Could I have one?
I just think they're not going to, I think they're going to encourage us not to go out.
Right.
Maybe even tell us not to go out.
And meanwhile, we're left with work that's got to get done.
Yeah, because you guys need new growth.
Right.
There's no cyclicals to put in for next year.
Well, I mean, you guys can still visit them.
Right.
Come, even in June.
Right,
May,
right.
June,
It's a
you'll
fair.
visit the properties. It's just not going to hit the preliminary tax bills, which is perfectly fine.
Right.
It's just going to be made up in the actual tax bills versus, the town being
Right.
considerate of having such a big jump, whether, for new properties year that it doesn't get done that way, that's all.
Okay.
That's a fair point. Alex, we've never not done it. Welcome to COVID.
I really, I think we should ask them, but I think it's fairly obvious what their answer's gonna be.
They do love bossing people around.
Give me one of those. See? Do you see?
So Greg, I think we should hold off considering going out until we find out what the Board of Health says, and then we'll just have to do them come, whenever they start, we all get vaccinated.
So do you want me to just ask, or
Yes, ask.
if they want to add you guys to an agenda, do one of you want to go for that agenda?
No, we don't need to go in and see them, I just think,
I'm just saying, if they request to talk to one of you.
Yeah, if they want to talk to us,
Okay.
one of us can go. And I would certainly be willing to have that discussion. I remember when it was 50 degrees or better in December. Just not this December.
Yeah. Not this December.
Alright, that's it on the posted updates and communications. The items for follow-up, we will continue to hold on the agenda. Bill, do you have anything to offer us from the Granby Business Development Committee?
I don't have anything to offer. They would like to know what we are thinking or what we're gonna be planning on doing. And so, I guess, I don't know, I know we've put it on hold for a while, and I know it's been perfectly acceptable and I think appropriate, but I think we need to begin discussing what we would consider doing and what we can do. We're not gonna come to a decision in 1 or 2 meetings, but I think we need to start working on it.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think it would be, the new construction or the new companies coming into town, they would have to, approach us to see if it's something we'd be willing to do. And if we can get more businesses coming into town, maybe to help with some of the taxes.
Right.
If we're willing to work with them and come up with an agreement on whether, the new construction, 5 years we go, 50%, and 10 years we go 100%. In between, we gradually increase the amount that they're taxed. I don't see, it might be a good thing to do.
Right. And that's what they're asking us, that's what they're saying other towns are doing to some degree. They haven't told me any numbers or any percentages. They're just saying, is Granby willing to do anything?
Right.
And, in my opinion, I think it would be a good idea, but that's just my opinion.
Well, I agree with you.
Just for us to start a conversation on it,
Right.
Yeah.
That kind of a framework I don't have any problem with.
Helpful. If it's literally a brand new business, not an expansion, a brand new business is coming in, and is not gonna move into an existing office building, but is gonna build a new building.
Right.
If they're gonna move into an existing building, that doesn't help us with our taxes.
Right. And I think it has to be like a new building being built as well.
Oh, I agree.
Or some type of bigger expansion. I don't know if we could put it has to be a certain value in order to be willing to do it or not. But it's something to, something to be exploring it on top of it.
Right.
In conjunction with that, we would have to consider that somebody somewhere down the road is going to perhaps put a building in Granby and then approach the Board of Assessors after the
Well, they would have
fact.
to do it prior to building.
Right.
Yeah. This would be part of the package when they go before the planning board.
Right.
They would be offered this when they went before the planning board and the restrictions that the planning board or the guidelines the planning board would put on them.
And by them having input from the Board of Assessors, that would mean at that point that we already have some sort of agreement.
That's correct. That we have a standard in which we'll follow.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, and rather than an agreement. I like that idea so far. Okay.
Now, Carrie Ann, a few months ago, you were saying East Long Meadow has some sort of, does this thing. Is that
They've
accurate?
talked, I believe, I'm not part of it, but they have talked. I don't think that they have any, or have done any.
Okay.
But I cannot say that being 100%.
Now, when you say they, are you saying the Board of Assessors?
It's something that's between the town and I believe it's something that's negotiated and between the town council or the select board's office and the assessor's office, I believe, are involved in the communication.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and this is a little off the subject, but prior to COVID coming in, East Long Meadow was pretty crowded with businesses.
They have quite a few businesses.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't think they have much for vacancies, per se. But that's just my judgment from the outside looking in.
And I think they're about 14% business.
I see that's considerably higher than Granby.
Thank you for that number,
Right.
Carrie Ann.
14%.
Right.
All right. Anything else on that?
Well, yeah. What is our next step in proceeding here? We're not going to do the next step tonight, but what's our next
No.
step?
Why don't we have the chair summarize what we just kicked around and somehow or another get it into printed form to Nicole to share with the rest of us, and maybe we can finalize something like that. Huh?
Yeah.
If we start with something printed, Bill, since you're the most familiar with what the discussions have been, get it into printed form, and then Carrie Ann and I can edit it somewhat until we all come up with agreement on it.
Okay.
And that would be called progress.
Okay.
Are you getting this, Alex? That's progress. Wow. You didn't expect that, did you? All right. Any other discussion?
Not about that.
All right. On comment and discussion, Nicole apparently would like to request December 24th and the 31st off. I don't know if she's going to have her work done by that point, but you people can decide. You going to have your work done by then?
I don't know.
I'm fine.
What's my work? What do I have left for work?
I don't know. Is it all done?
Yep.
Okay. She says her work's all done, so that's fine. The next meeting is Monday, December 21st at 6:30 p.m.
Okay.
And we have a classification hearing with the select board Monday, 12/14 at 5:05. Bill, can you make
I have a
that?
couple questions about that.
Go ahead.
Is this a Zoom meeting, or are we going down there and meet in person?
That's a great question. Nicole?
I thought I forwarded you an email, Bill.
I think you did. So it's a GoToMeeting or something?
Yeah. I haven't done a GoToMeeting myself, but that is.
So you have to put that program on your computer.
I sort of asked that question. I guess I would try before the case, but I believe you would also have to reach out to the select board to be put on there. I guess
To put it on the website?
No, to be like as a speaker or something.
GoTo is different from Zoom.
I would assume.
They're
Alex, do you have
Alex?
any input? Do you have any input?
Hold on a sec. Alex is the guy who owns GoTo, so Alex.
So you gotta go to the GoTo website.
Is GoTo
download the
different
program
than
on your
Zoom?
Yes.
computer.
A lot different?
They
Log
are
into a
both similar,
GoToMeeting.
but they have their differences definitely.
Okay, so does he have to download it onto his computer?
Yes, you have to download to your computer like you have to do with Zoom. Or
Okay.
there's also a browser option, but I suggest using the app.
Okay. So it sounds like you should download it onto your computer if that's the route you're gonna take. Let me know if there's anything that I would need to get to you
Right.
for
I'll have to download it also. Carrie Ann, are you doing GoToMeetings at all down there or no?
I don't even know what a GoToMeeting is.
I know.
See,
I
we-
never.
Google?
It's the same as a Zoom meeting, it's just
Different.
called Go-To. It's literally
I-
the same thing.
I have never used GoTo.
Okay, I'm gonna let Alex explain it.
So, okay, so GoTo is similar to Zoom. There are differences. Honestly, the biggest difference is the price of it. However, considering because you are joining the meeting, you don't have to pay anything. So there is a browser option you can use for GoToMeeting, but I suggest downloading the app.
Okay.
So I believe Carrie Ann's the only one that I'm assuming that has not used GoToMeeting.
I have not used it.
You have not used it either. How about Nicole's?
No, I've never used it.
Okay, so I'm willing to help anyone who wants to learn a little bit about it.
Okay.
Well, this is for next Monday.
I got plenty of time this week.
I won't do it right now.
All right. I'll see what.
Because I'm assuming, is anyone going? Is this a meeting that is in person at all as well?
I will find out. If I'm not in person, I would obviously join the meeting in a GoTo format.
Yeah. Okay.
The classification hearing is where the Board of Assessors, through the chair as speaker, presents the Board of Selectmen with the value of the town's levy base. And that would be based on last year's tax base, plus new growth and appreciation of the homes in Granby. That establishes a tax base that they can raise no more than 2.5% of the tax revenue over the previous year. And the selectmen have an option, and every year they have an option of whether or not they want to split the tax rate, affording businesses either a higher or lower tax rate, thus granting residents a higher or lower tax rate. We have so few businesses in the town of Granby that anything you do to help, quote unquote, or hurt or increase the tax rate for businesses has a negligible effect for residents. We only have like 9% of our property is business property.
Yes. Does that ever move?
No, despite everything we want to do to increase business. So, and because of that, and because we're a bedroom community, I suspect most bedroom communities, just like us, the select board find it much easier to sell and defend and make it reasonable. Just everybody has the same tax rate, businesses and residential. Whew.
Wow.
That's more education than you ever expected. All right, so that meeting is on December 21st. I'm going to be
No,
working.
it's next Monday.
I mean December 24th.
No. 14.
Oh, 14th. Excuse me, at 5:05. I'm going to be working with Mrs. Leonard to make sure my GoTo is set up. And good luck to everyone else. Reach out to Alex if you need to. You can call him day or night at home.
Okay. Now, Greg,
Yes.
next Monday at 4:30, I have my annual physical
Good luck.
with my doctor.
Right.
There is, depending upon how quickly that goes and whether it starts on time,
Right.
I may or may not be at this 5:05 meeting as much as I want to be. I want to be there.
Right. I don't
But
know what,
I'm not going to postpone or cancel my physical because I won't get another one for another 3 or 4 months.
right.
So I just want you, this has been planned for about 3 months.
Right.
So I just want you to know that.
Yeah, I understand.
There is a slight possibility,
Right.
maybe it's more than slight, but there is a possibility I cannot attend, I will not be at that 5:05 meeting.
Okay.
And the
So-
problem is I won't know, I literally won't know until literally 5 o'clock.
Right. At the very least, we don't have to be first on their agenda, and I actually don't know when we are on their agenda. I will try and work that out.
Well, it's not just a meeting just for the
No, they have,
classification? There's other stuff they're
yeah,
doing?
they've always got other stuff going on. All right, I'll work on that, Bill.
All right, all I'm really saying to you is,
Right.
and I hate to put you through this work, but you really need to be prepared to make that presentation if I'm not there.
Right. Nicole doesn't mind at all putting me through that work.
Now, Nicole, we all need a copy of that what-if scenario.
Okay.
And we need a copy of that in order to make the presentation at the meeting.
I'll send it right now.
Okay.
Now tomorrow, you want me to, after I come over there for the ATB hearing, you want me to take something down to the other town hall?
Yep, the whole packet.
All right. Is that something that'll fit in that mailbox outside? Because I can't get in the building.
You can ring the bell and someone will come down to pick it up from you. I don't know if it'll fit. I've never dropped something off that was of size.
I guess we need to call before I go down to make sure somebody's going to come down and pick that up.
They will. Anyone can ring the bell. Anyone will show up. Between the hours of 9 and 3.
I did not know that.
Yep.
When I leave the office, I'm going to call down, and then if they want me to ring the bell when I get there, I'm happy to do that.
Sure.
I just don't want to ring the bell and
Right.
have anybody come to the door.
Right.
No, I've rang the bell a few times now.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, but I wanted to I feel terrible about what's happening next Monday, but I really don't see how I can postpone or cancel that appointment for my annual physical.
You don't want me to go in your stead, do you?
For the physical?
Yeah.
Are you in better health than me? You're more than welcome.
Marginally. No, we'll work that out. No
Okay,
problem.
Thank you, Greg.
No problem. Any other business?
Did we table that one was questions from Granby Business Development Committee? Is the board going to revisit properties that received previous non-contours were released by the government? Are we tabling that?
I'm going to write up what we talked about tonight, a summary, so that we'll talk about in terms of the tax incentive. We're going to talk about that.
I thought that was for the promoting economic growth in town. There was the other question that had to do with the noise contour.
Oh, right, the map, the noise map from, I'm gonna have to get after my daughter. Thank you, Carrie Ann, I'll get after her, since she's getting a little smart mouth with me. I'll get after her, because she promised me a new map. And I thought she had some pull. I'll make that happen.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
No?
I may or may not be able to attend the meeting next Monday or not, depending on when I get out of work. So, but I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? If there's no other business, the meeting is adjourned at 7:08.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you, guys.